Loving how these signals are coming in. And this signal is actually for Nvidia. We can actually see that it's telling us that we should make a put on Nvidia. So that's kind of getting me to think, oh, okay, we might see like a little recovery, but this is likely going to go down tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a little watch list for this. I think this is, again, a very rough time in the market, so I don't necessarily want to buy it, but I do want to track that progress to see what it ends up doing. All right, so we go to our channel, and if you recall, yesterday we had a short entry triggered for Nvidia with the ticker NVDA at 142.72. And this is a super rare signal with a huge win rate. It's never lost from the time that I tested it. And it's saying that our average gain going short is going to be almost $4 at 1.6% with an average hold time of around 4 hours. So that puts us at around 10:30, 11-ish today. So if we go back to the app, and if we go to when I was actually able to enter the position, you could see that I started off at a pretty big loss. But we're here in pre-market, and now we can see that the indicator did pick right after all. So if we want to look to see around what we should expect come market open, if we look at the Greeks, we can reasonably expect that with each dollar, it'll move around 22 cents. And so we, just looking at this, think it's going to go down at least $2, maybe $3. So just looking at this, if we go up $2, we should expect the 128 to become 180, which would put us into profit, or possibly 215 at 142. So if it makes it easier for you to calculate it, just add the delta to each strike price above where we are. And again, I'm quite confident in this signal, so this would be one where I would be willing to maybe even bump up the stakes a little bit and risk a bit more. Even if we test back to 2017, it's got a 90% win rate for calls and a 70% win rate for puts. But again, this is election time, so the market's going to act real funny. We will see if there's a trigger as soon as the market opens or when it gives us a trigger. But again, our triggers are usually pretty solid. All right, so here we are 10 minutes before market open. And we can actually see that Nvidia is doing what the indicator predicted it would do. And with this latest update to the price, we're almost down $5 or 5 points. So if we go back to our option and expiration and we go $5 up from 139, we'll see our projected price, or you can take the delta and you can multiply it by 5 and just add it to the price. So like I said, just going off the movements, I know that we'll be at the 287 option price if Nvidia goes down to that 5-point number. Whereas the option price will be around that 251 option price if it stays at around the 4-point number. And here we go. Oh, and what do you know? We have the short exit triggered for Nvidia. We can also just keep this just to see what it would have been. We know that it wanted us to sell around the 255 option price with the price of Nvidia around 141.76. And that's a nice little return, as you see, about 30%.